Welcome. We have many updates to share. Of course, the world's attention has been fixed on events in Russia and Ukraine. As Jehovah's people, we are not surprised by such events. We're well aware that Russia and its allies fill the role described in Daniel chapter 11 as the King of the North. When the governing body first made this identification at the annual meeting in 2018, we mentioned that the King of the North had already taken possession of Crimea. When reading Daniel chapter 11, it's not surprising to see that the King of the North is interested in other territories. Certainly, this is the time to keep on the watch continually and to maintain our Christian neutrality. As of February 28, we have no deaths, but one reported injury among our brothers in Ukraine. Dozens of their homes have been damaged. Thousands of our brothers have fled areas of military conflict. We're keeping you, dear brothers and sisters, in Ukraine and Russia in our prayers. At the same time, we're doing everything possible to be sure that you'll have the needed spiritual food as well as the necessities of life. With regard to legal matters, during the week of February 21, we had 3 significant court decisions. On February 22, a court in Ust-Abakan ruled to grant parole and release to 70-year-old Valentina Baranovskaya. Sister Baranovskaya has been in prison for the past 12 months. The prosecutor has until March 4th to appeal. If there is no appeal, then she could be released as early as March 5. Please keep dear Sister Baranovskaya in your prayers. On February 22, 2022, the European Court of Human Rights issued 2 significant judgments concerning our brothers in Russia. The cases involved searches and police detention affecting various brothers from 2010 to 2012. The court ruled in our favor and awarded damages to the 15 brothers and sisters who were involved in these cases. In total, the government of Russia will be required to pay nearly 100,000 euros. The court noted that the public ministry of Jehovah's Witnesses is a fundamental right that a public authority should not interfere with. In many countries, the number of COVID-19 cases is dropping. Some governments are starting to relax or eliminate various restrictions. We hope that conditions will allow us to resume more of our theocratic activities in person. Yet, we want to maintain our cautious approach. The governing body has directed branch committees to monitor the situation in each part of their branch territory. Each branch committee may initiate or expand the pilot program for in-person meetings when it can be done safely. Will it be possible to hold an in-person memorial for your congregation this year? Only time will tell. In any case, this may be a good time for all of us to consider how we view our congregation meetings. If we can return to the Kingdom Hall, will we be ready to do so? Think about how we reason with our Bible students on the importance of attending meetings in Lesson 10 of the Enjoy Life Forever book. There it says, effort is required to attend meetings. Consider the example of Jesus' family. To attend a yearly event, they had to walk some 60 miles or 100 kilometers through mountainous terrain from Nazareth to Jerusalem. Then the book asks this question: Why might you have to put forth effort to attend meetings? No doubt that soul-searching question has prompted some Bible students to begin to attend meetings. But maybe that's a question that we'll all have to think about. Going back to in-person meetings will take some effort on our part. But of course, we have to think about the blessings that come from in-person association with our brothers and sisters. We can just imagine how much Joseph and Mary and their children enjoyed being in person in Jerusalem when the city was filled with fellow worshipers of Jehovah. No doubt, the joy from being there helped Joseph and Mary realize that it was truly worth the effort. Likewise, our joy in being at the Kingdom Hall with our dear brothers and sisters will far outweigh any initial inconvenience. Until we can return to the Kingdom Hall, we appreciate the fine effort that you, dear brothers and sisters, make to attend the meetings on Zoom. By connecting early and staying after, we have more opportunities to do what's mentioned at Hebrews chapter 10, verses 24 and 25. And let us consider one another so as to incite to love and fine works, not forsaking our meeting together, as some have the custom, but encouraging one another, and all the more so as you see the day drawing near. We can experience the joy of giving as we actively encourage our brothers and sisters, inciting them to love and fine works. Of course, why do we put forth all of this effort? Why do we work so hard to maintain our own spirituality and encourage others? Because we want to keep our relationship with Jehovah strong, and at the same time, take our stand against our great adversary, Satan the devil. Remember the warning recorded at 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. There we read, "Keep your senses, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking to devour someone." While the devil doesn't cause all our problems, he's always looking for a way to use them. He would love to use the stress and isolation of the pandemic to weaken our faith or to sidetrack us with his propaganda. What can help us? Note what's stated in verse 9. "But take your stand against him, firm in the faith, knowing that the same kind of sufferings are being experienced by the entire association of your brothers in the world." Simply put, all of Jehovah's people are facing the same attack. Although our challenges may be different, no matter where we live on this earth, we are under attack. But when we meditate on what our brothers and sisters in other places are dealing with, it can help us to see our challenges differently. For example, think about our brothers and sisters facing natural disasters and persecution. So far this service year, our brothers have been affected by over 120 disasters. Consider a few examples. In December, Typhoon Rai, locally known as Odette, devastated the Philippines. Sadly, 4 publishers died, a dozen were injured, and over 2,000 were displaced. And can you imagine? Over 1,700 of our brothers' homes were damaged or destroyed. Then, in January, Tropical Storm Anna struck southeastern Africa. Sadly, one brother lost his wife and 2 children. 3 brothers and a child were injured. Over 2,000 were displaced, and over 400 of our brothers' homes were damaged or destroyed. And on February 15, heavy rainstorms and mudslides hit Brazil. Unfortunately, one of our brothers and his 2-year-old son were swept away by a mudslide. The father survived despite serious injuries, but tragically, his son died. Sadly, another brother also died. We continue to pray for all who have lost loved ones or who have been affected by these recent disasters. In addition to natural disasters, our brothers also faced civil unrest. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, many of our brothers and sisters in several regions have had to flee their villages and fields. Yet with Jehovah's help, we've been able to provide over 81 tons of food to assist more than 19,600 people. We deeply appreciate your support of our brothers and sisters who are facing disasters. Your prayers and generous donations are having a tremendous impact. Thank you. Despite all these disasters, our brothers and sisters remain firm in the faith. Let's hear how some in Congo, the Philippines, and the Caribbean feel about the help they've received.
I sincerely thank Jehovah for the material support to help me return to my normal life.
For me, thank you is not enough to express my appreciation for all the good things that we received. Since I was among those who were helped to have damaged houses repaired, the brothers really helped us.
Despite the difficulties brought on by Typhoon Odette, Jehovah did not abandon us. He helped us. On the very next day, the brothers contacted us and provided us food and helped us repair our house. We're so thankful for Jehovah's help and for providing us our needs so that we can continue with our lives.
I sincerely thank Jehovah and his organization for the love they have shown us during this time that we became victims of the volcanic eruption.
We don't know what words to use to express our gratitude. It's like Jehovah has taken us by the hand, caring for us, and saying, "Do not be afraid, I will help you." Honestly, we are very thankful.
Thank you so much for giving us this house because our house burned down. And to you, servants of Jehovah, I want to tell you thank you, thank you, thank you.
When I left with the clothes on my back.
The condition that we left our home in and coming back and seeing the work that the brothers did for us, I don't know how to put it into words.
I love and appreciate every single one of you and what you have done for us. You will never understand just how much it means to know that we don't have to do this by ourselves.
To really experience Jehovah's hand and his love.
We got to feel Jehovah's life.
I'm very, very thankful to see Jehovah's blessing.
Another challenge our brothers and sisters are facing is persecution. Take, for example, Sister Anna Safronova. On January 25th, 56-year-old Anna was sentenced to 6 years in a penal colony. This is the harshest, longest sentence imposed on a sister in Russia since the 2017 ban. The court imprisoned Anna even though she was the caregiver for her 81-year-old mother. What challenges do the family members of those imprisoned face? How is Jehovah helping them? Let's watch the following interviews from Russia.
Our trials and hardships began on June 12, 2018, when authorities searched our home. And then we didn't see Alexei for 11 months because he was in the pretrial detention center. The judge sentenced him to 3.5 years in a general regime prison colony.
Then another terrible thing happened. It was the fire, when our home burned to the ground in the middle of the night.
In October 2020, the children and I got COVID. And just recently, we came down with COVID for a second time.
I live with my daughter Anna. In July 2021, our home was searched. And on January 25th, 2022, a court sentenced her to 6 years in prison. We were not even allowed to say goodbye to each other.
My dad has been in a prison for 1.5 years already.
In January this year, he was sentenced to 7 years in a correctional facility. Along with all of that, at the end of last year, my mother died unexpectedly from COVID. One trial is difficult enough, but when you get two at the same time, so the two people who are dearest to me are no longer with me.
I pray to Jehovah and feel that He gives me peace of heart and the sense of calm, and I don't worry quite as much. Friends come over and help me with the cleaning, and they go shopping for me, and we chat. In all of that, I see Jehovah's hand, His help, and His support.
Jehovah constantly strengthened us by means of His word, and He used the brothers. For example, our friends sent us text messages quoting the very scriptures that gave me strength. These were answers to my prayers.
It was my parents' wedding anniversary, and all day it was like couriers were bringing us gifts, flowers, and parcels. It was like the whole day the house was full of flowers.
It was as though Jehovah were shouting to us, "I love you, I'm right with you, I won't leave you." And Sasha said, "Mom, if Dad had been free, we would only have had one bouquet of flowers, at the most." Do you remember that time when you were afraid to shout out, "Dad, I love you, hang in there, Jehovah loves you"? You mustered up courage, and we prayed as well.
And then he wrote in letters that he cried because he was so happy that he had heard me. My faith had only been made stronger. I've started reading the Bible every day. Also, I've taken a big step toward Jehovah. Even too, I dedicated my life to Him and was baptized.
Many times I remember the thought that Jehovah often embraces us using someone else's arms. Well, in these last years, we have felt Jehovah's embrace many times. Jehovah always turns hardships into blessings. There was the fire, and we lost our home. But now we have a new home, which is better than the previous one. I'm certain that whatever happens, we will definitely get through it. The main thing is to be close to Jehovah.
We are so proud of all those who are standing firm in the faith despite persecution. We're reminded of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. We are persecuted, but not abandoned. We are knocked down, but not destroyed. Jehovah will never abandon his faithful servants. As we've been reminded in this update, our brothers and sisters worldwide continue to stand firm in the faith despite military actions, a global pandemic, disasters, and persecution. Brothers and sisters, as 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8 says, keep your senses, be watchful. Our adversary, Satan the devil, has filled this world with his satanic propaganda. Be cautious. Take your stand against him. As the world becomes more and more nationalistic and divided, we will not compromise our neutrality. We will remain united in our loyalty to God's kingdom and in our love for one another. Continue to listen to the voice of our fine shepherd, Jesus Christ, and his appointed channel, the faithful and discreet slave. Our Almighty God, Jehovah, is with us, and we have our worldwide brotherhood to support us. No matter what trials lay ahead, we have everything we need to remain faithful to Jehovah. Dear brothers and sisters, we love you all very much. From the world headquarters of Jehovah's Witnesses, this is JW Broadcasting.